All right, so this week in writing, so last week we finished our lesson on, we did interjections last week again. Did we do interjections?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't remember if we did or not, but anyway. So we're finished with interjections. So now we are moving on to our next thing. We did the types of sentences last week. We practiced our types of sentences. So this week we are going to move on to what's called conjunctions in sentences. So the word is conjunction. Say that. Conjunction. So we're moving on to conjunctions. The job of a conjunction is to join two, either a group of words or a group of words together. The conjunction kind of acts like a connector where it's connecting one group of words and another group of words together, and it makes a sentence. So the three conjunctions that we'll be learning today, and we'll probably learn some more tomorrow, but the three, I think I'll focus on these three, and next week I'll probably introduce some more. But anyway, the three conjunctions we'll be learning are and, but, and or. These three conjunction, or, not are, it's or. There's a difference. It's or. Okay? So these three words are conjunctions, and the job of these three words is to join two groups of words together to create a sentence. It will take there will be one group of words, another group of words, and then we put the conjunction in between them to join them all together. That's what conjunctions do. And I'll show you in the sentence here how it does that, okay? So let's look at number one.
Uh-oh. What did happen?
Number one, it says, I like to write stories. I'm going to put a conjunction here. Blank, read books. So again, I like to read stories, blank, read books. So there's a conjunction that we have to put here. That conjunction, what it's going to do is it's going to group write stories and this part read books together. That's what a conjunction does. It puts two groups of words together. So looking at your conjunction options, we have and, we have but, and we have or. Which conjunction makes more sense to complete the sentence? I like to write stories and read books. I like to write stories but read books. I like to write stories or read books. Which conjunction will make more sense in this sentence? And I like to write stories and read books. So in this sentence, the conjunction and will connect write stories and read books together. Write this for me, number one. Only number one, guys. Just write number one.
That looks like
only number one. I'm not ready for 2 and 3, okay? So I'll give you a minute. Shouldn't take you long to write number one. Make sure you put your capital letter and period at the end. So only number one, you can write that sentence. All right, do we have number 1 written down? Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says Susie wanted to eat blank, she fell asleep. So we are going to put a conjunction here to connect the 2 parts. We're connecting wanted to eat and she fell asleep. Which conjunction would fit perfectly in here? So Susie wanted to eat and she fell asleep. Susie wanted to eat, but she fell asleep. Susie wanted to eat or she fell asleep. Which conjunction would make more sense in this sentence? But she fell asleep. Good. So whenever you use the conjunction but, it's usually used to show like you wanted to do this, then it changes. Like but kind of represents is like the change, where it's like I wanted to do this one thing, but then I had to do something else.
But I missed school.
Yes, I wanted to go to school, but I missed the bus. So you see how it's a change. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so go ahead and write number 2. Well, let's do 3, and then I'll let you write both of them, okay? So number 3, Mom said I could watch TV, blank, play outside. So we need a conjunction to connect our 2 parts, watch TV and play outside. Let's see which conjunction would fit perfectly to connect those 2 parts. We have Mom said I could watch TV and play outside. Mom said I could watch TV but play outside. Or Mom said I could watch TV or play outside. Which one would make sense, Dennis?
Or.
You're on mute?
Oh, I said or.
Let me see, I think
I'm not your sister, I'm your best sister. I'm not your best sister. Mom said I could watch TV
or play outside. Good. So when you use the conjunction or, that's when you're picking between 2 options. So Mom said I could either watch TV or I could play outside. I have to pick one. So or is used whenever you are picking an option. Okay, so go ahead and write all of the next 2, number 2 and 3, with the conjunction in there, and make sure you capitalize and put your periods. Okay. All right, so I'll let you write those 2. All right, so today we are learning capital letter D on page 38. So guys, make sure you have those sentences written down. You told me that you have it, so I'm just gonna assume you have it. So your test Thursday when I ask for conjunction. Hopefully you have that. Oh, okay. All right, so lesson page 38. So today we're learning capital letter D. So capital letter D is one of the capital letters that does not connect to other letters. So just keep that in mind when you're writing letter D. It does not connect to any of the other letters, okay? So I'll go ahead and show you up here how to write D and then we'll practice. So capital letter D will start up here at the top. First thing you do is you're gonna slant down. You're gonna do a small loop to the back. You're gonna curve down, curve around to close it, and you kick it out. That's your D. D does not connect. Dennis, this is your letter that you'll use all the time, and it does not connect, okay? Again, Dennis, D. Slant down, small loop to the back, curve around. You gotta do a small loop up here, kick it out. D, one more. Slant down, loop, curve down, around. D. All right. Any questions or we understand?
I'm good.
Got it? All right, guys. I'll give you like 5 minutes to work on it, okay? You can begin. Take your time. Practice your letters and do them neatly. Begin. So phonics workbook, page 121.
Miss Fusion, is the dictation page supposed to have lines in the middle?
Say that again.
Look, Miss Fusion, mine doesn't have lines.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's kind of that's because as we get further into the year, you don't need the lines to help you write.
Oh.
121. Just tell me that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and begin our dictation. All right, so guys, you're gonna write the whole word, the entire word that I say. First word is colder. Colder. It is much colder on today than it was yesterday. Colder. Colder.
Colder. Cold. Cold. Colder. Colder. Shut up.
Okay, how do we spell colder? How do we spell colder? Okay, Caitlin, colder.
It's C-O-L-D.
C-O-L-D-E-R, colder. Okay, next word. Banana. Banana.
That is not good. That's easy. Please, that's easy for you to say.
Please don't do that. Don't do that.
Are you talking about the clapping or the bananas?
That, okay. Okay, how do we spell banana? Banana. Okay, Kinley? Huh? Almost. So B-A-N-A. B-A-N-A-N-A. So not double N. So B-A-N-A-N-A. Banana. Banana. Okay, next word. Okay, next word is kind. 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 Guys. Again, second time, 2 times in a row.
Why does it say a noun is the name of the person? If a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea.
Okay, how do we spell kind? Joshua, kind.
K-I-N-D.
K-I-N-D. K-I-N-D. All right, next word, Nancy. 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 All right, how do we spell Nancy? Nancy. Okay, Kinley? Close. Nancy. 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 Good. All right, let's go to the second row. Okay, write this phrase on the second row. This phrase on the second row. Sleepy baby. Sleepy baby. Write that phrase on the second row. Sleepy baby. Okay. Sleepy baby. Yes, it's two, both of them. Okay, can you write it? Thank you. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure, yeah, that's fine. Please stop. Just write what I'm asking you to write, okay? No more talking. Okay, so how would we write sleepy baby? How would that be spelled? Sleepy baby. Okay. Kinley? So sleepy, S-L-E-E-P-Y, and then baby, B-A-B-Y. Good. All right, let's go ahead and go over some phonics charts. Let's start with chart 10. I told y'all when y'all do that, I'm not gonna let you. I said that last week. All right, you can know 10. No, I didn't say that by reading. Kinley 11. So let's do 10. Yes. It's Carol. Carol, you want to them already? Go ahead. All right, so let's look at chart 10. Let's go ahead and begin chart 10, WH. WH says what in well. WH says in who. TCH says in patch. EAR says ear, and ear. EAR says air, and bear. EAR says in earth. OLD says old, and gold. MB says and lamb. EW says ooh, and flu. EW says you, and few. Y says e, and rainy. ER says and bigger. EST says S, and biggest. LY says lee, and slowly. EN says and sharpen. ES says S, and peaches. IOD says out, and child. IND says ein, and kind. All right, let's go over chart. Get 12. All right, A says and asleep. AL says all, and also. BE says B, and because. EN says and enjoy. UN says and unbutton. WR says were, and wrinkle. OULD says and could. AR says air, and hair. Says and push. OUGH says up, and enough. OU says and hold it in country. ARR says air, and carry. IRE says ire, and fire. All right, so today we're doing sounds OUGH and OU that says All right, so let's look at our first sound. We have OUGH that says The word is tough. Next we have OU The word is famous. Next one we have OUGH The word is rough. And then last one we have OU and LE lul. The word is double. Good. All right, last week we learned our proofreading marks. Remember, our proofreader marks are the marks that we use whenever correcting things inside of sentences. So we learned lowercase, spell check, delete if we have something repeated twice, insert if we need to put anything in. Of course, we know our capitalization, which we had learned already. So let's look at my first sentence. Ruth and Ben live in Texas. Ruth and Ben live in Texas. Go ahead, Dennis. What's something I need to correct here? Put your legs down.
Capitalize R.
Okay, I need to capitalize that first letter, of course, the R in Ruth.
And capitalize B in Ben.
My B in Ben.
And capitalize T in Texas.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
No? Okay, anybody sees anything? Live. Live is spelled incorrectly. So we need a spell check here. Spell check, and it's L-I-V, live in Texas. Good. Now it's complete. All right, next one. John went to the store. Let's go ahead and fix this one. What it needs to be corrected, Naraya? Capitalize my first letter, J. Store does not need to be capitalized. It's not a proper noun, so we need to lowercase this. Okay. And we have double two, so we can delete one. Good, and that is it. Good job. So that's how we use our proofreader marks. All right, let's go ahead and add some suffixes. So I have spin. I want to turn it into spinning. Spin into spinning. Okay, Kinley, how would I do that? How would I write it? Okay, so she says double my N, so S-P-I-N-N-I-N-G. Is that correct? Yes. Yep, that's a sharp vowel, ends with a consonant. So guys, on your test, though, I don't know what's going on with the test, but remember, this is the only way we double if it has a sharp vowel and a consonant. We do not double if it doesn't have a sharp vowel and consonant. If it ends with a special sound, we don't double, okay? So flap, let's turn it into flapped. Flapped. How would I write flapped the correct way? Okay, do I need to do anything to the root word before adding ED? So I double my P because that's a sharp vowel consonant. So flapped, F-L-A-P-P-E-D, flapped. And then run, let's turn run into runner, okay? How would I turn run into runner? What do I need to do?
Double the N and put E-R.
Double my N and put E-R. So how would it look?
It would look R-U-N-N-E-R.
R-U-N-N-E-R. Good. Runner. Awesome. All right, good. So that's it for our phonics lesson, guys. So you need a little sleep paper, guys. So we're moving on to verbs. Okay.
We're moving on to
No, y'all don't have your verbs paper from last week? Okay, you're just gonna add it to that. Or if you have your verbs paper from last week, hopefully you kept track of that. When we put the definition and action verbs on there, we can add this to it if you have your verbs paper from last week. All right, do you guys have your verbs paper ready?
I've got it, Miss Fulton.
Okay. The same one from last week?
Yep. Yep. Yep, I have the same one.
Okay. All right. So, guys, we've been learning verbs. Let's go ahead and go over the definition. What is a verb? A verb is a word that does an action, shows a state of being, links two words together, or helps another verb. And I'm not writing this, so if you don't have it, make sure you go over the lesson last week to get it written down, because you will have to write it on your test this Thursday. And I don't want a definition that I didn't give you. Okay. So make sure you go over it to get the correct definition from last week. So a verb is a word that does an action, shows a state of being, links two words together, or helps another verb. That is the job of a verb. So last week we covered action verbs. Remember, action verbs are movements. It's when you're doing some type of movement. So when we say kick, run, jump, push, pull, right? All of these are examples of action verbs. They are actions that are being done. So we're going to move on to the next part of our definition. So a verb is a word that does an action. We covered that. Now we're gonna do shows a state of being. So we are going to talk about the state of being verbs. The state of being verbs are a certain list of verbs. Now, when we covered action, we were talking about a movement, right? Like you actually moving, snap, clap, wave. All of these are actions. Now, state of being is a lot different from action. State of being, the job of a state of being verb is to show that you exist and that you just are, you're there. So a state of being verb will show that you exist. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. You just are. Okay? That's what a state of being verb will do. It just shows that you are and that you exist. You are and you exist. Like you are there. You're not doing anything. Like I'm not doing anything like standing, sitting. That's an action. State of being verbs just show that a person is there and that they exist, that they are present. Okay? So these are the lists. These are the words that are state of being verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, and been. Again, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. These are what we call the state of being verbs. These verbs show that something is present, that it's there, that it exists. It's not doing anything. It just shows that you are there, the state of being. Being is just being there. Okay? So usually whenever I teach the state of being verbs, we kind of do like a clap to it to help us to memorize. So we go am, is, are, was, were. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. So you clap after each one. I'm gonna show you where. So I'm gonna show you where the clap goes. The clap goes here, here, you clap here, 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 and then it's a double clap there. Okay, so the black dots are the claps. So you go am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. So that's how we're gonna kind of remember. This will help you remember it again. So am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. One more time. So am, I know somebody's not paying attention. So am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Okay, so you remember that part because there's a second part we'll add to it next week when we move on to helping verbs, okay? No, I'm sorry, linking verbs. Linking verbs is the same thing. No, when we move to helping verbs. Anyway, so these are your state of being verbs. So tomorrow, I want you to get this list down today, and tomorrow we will practice and I will show you what they look like in sentences. So guys, go ahead and write down your state of being list. I'll give you a minute or so to do that. Make sure you're writing it down. When the test comes Thursday, don't give me something that I didn't give you. Okay? So go ahead and write the state of being verb. Be, being, been. Again, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. So state of being verbs, the job of a state of being verb is to show that you are present, that you are exist. You're not doing anything. If you are doing something, that's an action, but a state of being just shows that you are being, that you are there. Okay, so tomorrow I will show you how to write these in sentences. All right. Okay, guys, so that's it for our morning Zoom. I will see you this afternoon. Okay, bye-bye.